How's it going, everybody? This is Novakast back with another video for you guys talking about Death Note, and we'll be talking about episodes 31 and 32. So, as usual, if you guys have not seen the show, please go check it out, because there will be spoilers in this review/discussion. With that being said, why don't we go ahead and get right into it. So, chaos continues as, well, the chaos at the building for SPK is raided, or riot is, created around the building. And basically, with all the chaos, they're trying to bring Nier out so Misa could kill them. But that doesn't work because Nier is basically 2 steps ahead and is able to get out of the chaos by using a distraction of money, as well as disguising himself as a riot cop, or SWAT cop or whatever, where they're basically their entire body is covered. But anyway, yeah, they managed to escape. And at this point, how should I put this? I guess, Light being suspected as Kira once again becomes more and more, I guess, apparent, or at least people assuming or having some allegation of him being Kira becomes greater and greater. But to an extent, Light finds a way to end the suspicion by once again having Misa forfeit the Death Note. But it gets better, because at this point, Misa, and she's completely open to the idea, Misa forfeits the Death Note and gives it, or sends it off to somebody else. And even though at this second, Light is being investigated by his own fellow cops, killings begin again in the presence of the cops who suspect him of being Kira. So at this point, they start to wonder, this can't be Kira, or Light can't be Kira, but it's somebody else, especially when the hosts of Sakura TV then start to die. So the question now is, who is Kira? And oh my gosh, I'm gonna say this episode was a lot of fun, especially with the twist once again of who is Kira, though we find out. So episode 32, we get introduced to a new character by the name of Mikami. I think that's what his name was, Mikami. And this individual is a devout follower of Kira, and now that this individual, this devout follower, now has a copy of the Death Note, proceeds to do his will, or Kira's will, aka Light's will, and proceeds to kill the guilty. And he actually has a really interesting backstory, at least in some sense, his form of justice is kind of like the same as Light's, to some regard, and basically is to an extent intelligent, especially when it comes down to during the investigation when they're trying to figure out who Kira might be. And realizing that it might not be Light. We have situations where, again, people who are guilty and who commit crimes are immediately killed off. Mikami then starts, making declarations of killing people who aren't fit for the world, or at least lazy, or wouldn't be a good fit for the world, which Light to some extent is not very particularly happy about. And in the midst of everything, they end up coming up with a spokesperson new spokesperson besides Sakura TV to to be the voice of Kira. That person being Kiyomi, who is a character that shows up earlier in the series as Light's girlfriend. Or somebody who was, I guess he has some attraction for, I guess. I don't know. I mean, especially when it comes down to the whole thing of Misa being attracted to him. I don't know. But to some regard, he ends up setting up a meeting with Kiyomi. And I guess around the worst time, or at least convenient time for Light. We have a situation where he finds out that, or at least Mikami finds out that Kiyomi is talking to somebody, and finds out through a variety of different codes that Light is Kira, though not wanting to know his identity and keeping that safeguarded, proceeds to show a display of power, at least for the cops, that he is Kira and that Light isn't Kira. So what ends up happening next is, through another variety of different codes, they end up debugging the entire area or room that Light and Kiyomi is in, and Light is able to freely tell Kiyomi that he is Kira, and I guess express his thoughts, and Kiyomi expressing her feelings and affection for Kira. So it ends. The episode basically ends with Kiyomi or Mikami killing more people, and Light kind of setting it up where he's going to pretend like he's dating her and continuing the investigation. But all in all, we all know that's that. This point, he's just trying to set it up where he's less of a suspect. But either way, both episodes have been really good, at least when it comes down to 31 and 32. So I gotta say, they've been really great. But with that, I don't think I have anything else to say other than these episodes have been good. With that, thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Novakast signing off. Have a good one, and take care. Peace.